We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario. Jaime Garcia gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Jaime Garcia is another one of the guys that's come all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Big overhand curveball. Velocity good, not great since he hurt his arm. 89 to 92 miles an hour. Good overhand curveball. His changeup is getting better. If his changeup is on, he could be really tough.
So striding in, Torres. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. This is on the ground over to first. Smoke is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Next will be the designated hitter, Aaron Judge. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. Pitch on the way. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it, the pitcher has to throw strikes, the offense has to show up, but I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game. If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Aaron Judge goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Didi Gregorius, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Diaz scoops it up. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Luis Severino gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Even though he took the loss in his last start, Matt, he pitched into the 8th inning and pitched awfully well, so he has to feel pretty good about himself coming into this start here today. And I'm excited to see how he bounces back from that one, and I think he's going to pitch pretty well in this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Torres backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Digging in, Aledmus Diaz, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Chopped weakly to the left. Drury has it. And that's the second out. Stepping in for the Jays, Josh Donaldson. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. A high fastball is in there.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Down the first baseline. Andujar fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. Now a ball hit hard towards center. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Very weakly on the ground. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to Smoke. It's a double play, and that. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. In there, strike 1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Justin Smoke is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie. Digging in, Clint Frazier.
Hitting off for the Yankees. Right fielder. Clint.
First offering on its way. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo shot that time for Clint Frazier. 6th home run on the season for him as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. This is in the air out to right field. Diaz over to his left. 1 out. Brandon Drury will bat next. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Ready with another 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. But that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Picks it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Torres. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit on the ground out to short. Solarte's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the in is Curtis Granderson. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Batting 8. Designated hitter.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off.
And that is off the first base bag. And they're going to get it out on the play, and that'll be a bizarre. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge, as we begin the top of the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Judge, a 25-year-old who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. Hey, I don't care that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed two-seamer is almost unhittable.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Riding in once again, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Yankee shortstop behind in the count, 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way to left center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Giancarlo Stanton, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ranging back is Pilar. Still going back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, number 22 on the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Now batting. Captain.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. Hard liner to center field. Pilar is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Yankees do get 1 on the Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Pillar. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Now that ball is hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Stanton's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here.
Hot shot to first base and a great play. Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Clint Frazier. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Hit out towards second. Diaz brings it in. And there's out number 2. Here's Miguel Andujar now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. And here's Justin Smoke now. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
2-0 now. 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Torres gonna have to hurry, and a good throw gets him one gone. So striding in, Rendell Grichuk looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
So he racks up the swinging. Rendell Grichuk becomes out number 2 this inning. Curtis Granderson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Lifted in the air to center. Gregorius is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in now for the Yankees, Brandon Drury. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. Way in front of that fastball. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Grounded to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Torres. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Sent on the ground out to second. Diaz scoops it up, and there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A bouncer to the left side. Solarte with a great slide. Got him! Here's Troy Tulowitzki now to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Hicks is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. Russell Martin now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
The count is 1 and 2.
Grounded down the third baseline. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And now back to the leadoff spot for the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Played on the backhand. And he's safe.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Behind 0-2 now. Pillar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th, but before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Didi Gregorius. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Digging in and looking for more, Giancarlo Stanton. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. And safe at first, as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time, and we'll see how they want to score that. Ready for another shot now, Gary Sanchez. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Count now a ball and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Line towards center field. Pilar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. This is on the ground over to first. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is... Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Frazier right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Hard hit toward the hole. Oh, what a play! To first. It's there. He got him.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense has been stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
Ready for another shot now, Yankees Solarte. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Here's a line shot that's going to get over the head of Gregorius and on into left center for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Fouled off. The 1-2. There's a low changeup that's laid off.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 one more time. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time. Ryan Tepera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 52.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Clint Frazier, who's 1 for 2 in this one. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now. Count still at 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Torres. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliders in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Ready for another chance? Pretty.
Leading off for Toronto.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. And a strike called at the letters. Look high to me, but it's 0-1. Little dribbler down the line. Drury fields it cleanly. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here. 2 away. Russell Martin now 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty.
Designated hitter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-1. Hot shot down the line. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line, you can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. Judge leads off second with nobody out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Diaz picks it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Giancarlo Stanton now, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field.
Now back.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. Back-to-back homers.
Now batting. Center fielder.
In now, Aaron Hicks. High in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Clint Frazier is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he'd dearly love to make it 3 right here. 1-1 the count to Clint Frazier. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. To first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in to try it again, Aledmus Diaz. He went down on strikes last time up. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Ready once again, Josh Donaldson. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Here's Justin Smoke now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
The set, and the 1-0 pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Diaz stands at second with 2 gone. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Yanks led this game.